Okay, we are now live on YouTube. Away you go, Councillor Dickens.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this advisory planning and licensing committee meeting on Tuesday, 22nd of July of Weymouth Town Council. We start off with apologies for absence, and we have an apology from Councillor Dickinson, who is substituted by Councillor Hayter. And are there any further apologies for anyone today? So we need to propose. I'll propose it. Any seconder? Councillor Day.
Sure.
And then we'll go for a vote. Unanimous. So we move to item 2, which is any declarations of interest regarding items on the agenda. Anyone wish to declare? No. No, I think that's pretty unanimously no. Okay, so item 3, to approve the minutes of the last meeting held on 24th of June 2025 as a true and accurate record. I need a proposer for that as well. Okay, so Brian Hayter and Councillor Rell to second. And again, we'll go for a vote on that. And again, that's unanimous. So moving on to number 4. No, there are no members of the public here, so we don't need that. Number 5 is planning applications for discussion. Councillor Dickinson, in his wisdom, has brought up a planning application at 29 Broughton Crescent. Anyone wish to discuss anything on this?
I understand that it was brought to Councillor Dickinson's attention by Councillor Jill Taylor.
Yes.
She highlighted residents' concerns regarding the application.
Do we know whether there's more? Because obviously we've got 2 or 3 objections from local people. But, was there any more insight into what Councillor Taylor or Dickinson might have been concerned about?
I'll just dip into my email. Yeah, there's Councillor Taylor's email, and probably can't read it. Had a resident concerned about the following application. This property is managed by Children's Services and houses young people who need a high level of support. There have been problems with antisocial behaviour from the residents in the past, which sounds to me may have not been well managed. I've been told there's a well-used lane behind where they are intending to put the building. On the other side of the lane is an outbuilding that the young person lives there uses to drunk.
My view is we've got no scope to do anything to reject this, but perhaps make a comment on, make sure that noise is kept to a minimum, or something on those lines, if everyone thinks that's sensible.
Anyone else? John? Sorry, Councillor Orr.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't really want to project this because it's important that children are looked after have a bit of space, and there does seem to be quite a decent sized plot. So yeah, just making sure it's with approved with conditions that it's well monitored and soundproofed. It's quite helpful to have a sensory room for children who have disturbed behaviour, because they can get away from the stimulation and calm down. So in many ways, it ought to be a means of improving the situation rather than making it worse. So I agree.
Got note of that.
Yeah, so
So just
do we want a conditional response? requesting that the applicant ensures the building is well
I
soundproof?
think it's more on the lines of prove, would stress that a host needs to be aware of local concerns and do all it can to keep noise to a minimum or disturbance to a minimum, something like that. I don't think we can put conditions on
Okay.
it. We don't know if there's a drum kit in there.
No, don't know. So approve, but stress that the home needs to be aware of
Its responsibilities to its local neighbourhood,
its responsibilities.
including disturbance, antisocial behaviour and noise.
Including antisocial behaviour, noise, there was one other,
Disturbance.
disturbance. Okay, so we need,
Yeah, so we need a proposer for that. So councillor Clifford proposing, councillor Oral seconding, and we take the vote on that. And again, that's unanimous. Good. So we now have a planning application that was received shortly before legal dispatch. King George III statute, yes for me. Does anyone have anything to say on this subject? It's pretty much no, so
so,
we move that
Can I
through to
just
the,
ask one question? So I've got more information from the Echo to be honest than even playing, but so it's gonna be a wooden sceptre.
yeah,
What's to stop it being nicked or damaged or broken again?
well, I think nothing, probably,
Is somebody thinking?
I guess.
I was saying what happened to it.
What's that? You'll know more about it.
I think it got, so we are discussing it, so it kind of, I think it got lost during a previous restoration. They didn't know that and the sceptre never came back.
So nobody went hoops.
Yes.
That looks a bit.
It's quite high up.
I think the Civic Society have been trying to get it back there for some years and
Yeah.
it's somewhere lost in this system. So it's good to see something gone back. So it maybe looks rather odd.
Yeah.
How it's hand like that.
I mean, given how lit up it is, it should deter anybody from
Yes.
trying to steal.
Could we warmly welcome this one
Yes.
rather
Yeah.
than?
Yeah, well,
okay, so, yeah, unfortunately, we need the proposer seconder and a vote on that.
okay, so we'll go for a proposer on warmly welcome. Clifford, councillor Clifford's proposing and councillor Oral is seconding. And we'll go for a vote on that. And yes, that's.
Thank you very much.
Back time to.
Okay, so. Councillor, sorry, planning applications with no objections. Members have expressed that they do not wish to make any comments regarding any of the planning applications detailed in item 6. And therefore, a non-block comment of the council supports this application and raises no objection will be submitted to Dorset Council.
So, yeah, we need,
Proposer and second.
yeah, just to agree
Okay,
then.
so proposer is, yes, sorry, carry on.
So I don't know the background to this, and perhaps I should, but the Nottington Lane's 108 homes, so it's quite significant rather than just go through on a nod. As a DC ward member, I've not heard anything about it, but I'm just wondering whether it's come to anyone else's attention that there are any issues that we should be aware of, or whether it's just something that everyone's happy with. It's just so significant that it's a little bit different to someone putting up a double garage or something when we're looking for all the detail on quite a complex plan.
Is that the one Fry's was building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say, councillor?
No, I've had no complaints.
Is this not already in? I presume that's not.
This is the detail.
Yeah.
Councillor, did you want to speak? Did you want to speak?
No,
Councillor Oral.
Yeah, I think this is one that's well underway, so this is just kind of fine tuning something. I think it was very well aired a few years ago, and initially the Borough Council opposed it and then backtracked. So it has been thoroughly aired as a concept, but it's just
And there's nothing.
mine. I don't think there's any major in this one. Fine.
Councillor Hayter, did you want to speak?
no, where it is now. I was trying to work out where it was. It must be
Yeah.
there. Know what it is now.
Yeah.
Right, you've got another 100 neighbour, they're already underway.
Okay. So we're just going to propose in seconds. Anything else?
So are we
Are we happy with
Are we
that?
proactively supporting or are we popping it on the sort of standard response of support the application and raise no objections?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so stays in item 6.
So.
Okay,
propose-
so yeah, we need a vote for the
Proposer.
whole of,
Yeah, so proposer for the item 6. That'll be councillor Taylor, seconder councillor Clifford. And we'll go for a vote on moving those items straight through, and that's unanimous again. Item 7 is tree preservation orders, which we have none. Item 8 is planning application responded to under delegated powers.
these are all tree related, so these are trees that are subject to preservation orders. We have delegated powers to put through our standard response, which is,
Planting to
yeah,
for tree related planning applications. The standard response wording of Weymouth Town Council supports this application. However, requests that at least 2 climate change tolerant trees are planted in lieu of each tree that is proposed to be removed. Has been submitted to Dorset Council. And we'd like to have a proposer for this. Unless anyone wants to speak. Proposer for this, councillor Hayter, seconder, councillor Taylor, and a vote. And that was unanimous. So item 9 is a licensing enforcement appeals and phone marks. We haven't, these are for note, aren't they?
the appeal is for discussion and
Oh, right.
decision.
So we have an appeal by Island Nurseries of Church Street, Weymouth, about erecting new poly tunnels for growing plants. An appeal has been made to the Secretary of State, appeals against refusal of Dorset Council. Does anyone have anything they would like to bring up on this subject? Councillor Day.
I just think, we should be supporting a local business like this. Planning permission's been given left, right and centre for building new homes which are blocking views to the countryside. And just sort of reading through the reasons why it's been refused and that there'll be glimpses of the complex, as you're driving along through gaps within trees and things like that. I disagree, really.
Yeah, it's not.
I-
Yeah.
It's-
passed this thing about
Yeah.
grievances, and sometimes several times actually,
Yeah.
it's been back, yes, so.
It's not like you're building in very big houses or
No.
flats.
No. I don't agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, councillor Clifford.
Yeah, I completely agree. I just read this and thought,
Yeah.
they want to grow stuff in an agricultural area, shock horror.
in their garden nursery.
I was completely nonplussed reading the officer's objection to it. And again, read through really carefully, thinking, what is it? And I didn't agree with it, and I don't agree with the overall report. I think it's the local business. We want them to succeed. And there's a balancing act in the officer's report to say benefit against loss. And I think they've got it completely wrong. I think the benefit is significantly more in favour of us supporting this appeal than it is going against it.
So we want to make a note that we are. What are we allowed to say here? Are we allowed to?
We can make whatever comment we want. So when the notification was sent through, it was sent through as an information only. However, looking at the type of application that it is, a PABA 2, I think we should have been asked for our comments at that point. We can make our comments now.
So we want to make a comment, basically. Well, you seem to have some idea of what we want to say, councillor Clifford.
I'd be happy with if we said something like, if the committee agrees along the lines of the committee supports the local enterprise, We want to encourage jobs, job creation and prospects. And we think the benefits of that part of the proposal outweigh any objection.
Does anyone have anything to add to that? No?
So can you just repeat that
I'll
now?
make a point, I think that this is a greenhouse.
Yes.
It's not the normal standard building, it's not a blockhouse, it's a greenhouse.
Yes,
It could be gone.
yeah, absolutely, it's only a polytunnel.
But it's even more so than, it's a gone danger anyway.
Yeah,
Okay, just repeat that last sentence that you gave me. So the committee supports local enterprise and if the business wants to create job prospects, and you added something on the end that I didn't
Yes,
quite catch.
we feel that the benefits of this application outweigh any of the loss of amenity outlined in the officer's report. We could add brackets, it's an agricultural business on agricultural land.
Agricultural business on agricultural land.
okay.
Lovely, thank you. So
So we need a proposer to do that. Councillor Day, seconder. Well, anybody, basically.
Councillor Young.
Councillor Young, seconder, and we'll take a vote on that. And we're all for as a,
Okay. And I'll send that through to the planning inspectorate tomorrow.
okay, so item 10, pavement licenses applications, there are none. 11, other developmental consultations. None, 12 traffic calming and parking restrictions, none. 13 traffic regulation, there's none. Information items, number 14. Waterside Holiday Park, Bowleys Coveway. Premier Inn, Mercery Road. Are to be noted, basically.
And there's a short update there as well about the neighbourhood plan.
Oh, neighbourhood planning update,
Yeah.
standing item, please see agenda for the.
Which is up on the screen if you can read it. Yeah, the process is still ongoing.
Yeah, it's just,
It's under by process.
so we just take note of that.
Yes, please.
Then we move on to item 15, emergency items, none. And unless anyone has anything else, that brings us to a close.
Just on this one. It's on page 3.
Is that possible?
I know, I said before, I'll lose.